Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today is April 19th, 2021, and today is Monday morning. So welcome back, everybody. And looking at the highlights of the day, Bitcoin taking a dive over a $10,000 retracement. There are no major economic events scheduled for today, but as we look at the various markets, a lot of rotationing happening, starting out with the currencies. The US dollar weaker versus the major pairs, and as we look at the indices, the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones trading on their session highs. Looking at commodities, gold pushes higher as inflationary concerns resurface, and oil remaining strong. Now looking at the stocks, the rotation continued. This time, it's Alcoa. The trades to new yearly highs. Lastly, looking at the cryptocurrencies, of course, Bitcoin tanking. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So going to first take a look at the Euro USD. You can see pretty much the Euro USD has been relatively strong, okay? Has changed its character versus the dollar. And now it looks like it's at that plateau. Now 119.86-ish level is that resistance-ish level, and it is having a hard time breaking above it. Now, it is somewhat sustaining this 1950-ish area, so I do expect it to continue trading in this very tight range, but if it does break on the upside, we could be back in the 121, 120.30, okay, 122-ish level as well. So just be aware of that on the Euro USD. Now, looking at some of the other charts, okay, so some of the other Forex symbols, the Aussie dollar also very resilient, breaking above here, but nothing's leading the back. Okay, GBP also did gain, but I would have expected it to be like in this 140. So relatively, the euro is still stronger versus the dollar than any of the other currencies for now. Okay, even if we look at the rand, okay, it did break that level of 1454, but we're at that bottom of the range, and I'd like to see a breakout to the 12-ish area. Now looking at gold, okay, this is where it's really at. Okay, breaking 1756, and boom, once it bursts, it bursts. Okay, once there's momentum, okay, and this kind of gave us clues that it was getting this strong. Okay, I think we plateaued for now, okay, but it kind of gave us some clues. It made higher lows, okay, even though it had this, you know, resistance-ish level of 1748, didn't retrace back down to that 1724-ish level, so showed some strength there versus the just versus itself, really. Okay, it's a gold versus the dollar, but it's really just gold. All right, so we do have some room on the upside. Okay, when we look at a daily chart, 1764 is the next real resistance-ish level, so that's something to consider. I think before that, 1748 is first a resistance, and then 1764 is your next resistance-ish level. So just be aware of that. Now looking at the indices, okay, this is where it gets very interesting. If we look first at oil here at 62.97, nice little rally up, okay, but we're not breaking that 64, 65-ish level. We're still in that range. Now, let's take a look at the indices. Okay, first looking at the Dow Jones. Look at that chart. I mean, this is like, you can't write this stuff up. I mean, it's so textbook trading. I sometimes have to pinch myself if it's really happening. But every retracement, it continues going higher. Every retracement continues going higher. Every retracement continues going higher. Now, we did hit 34,000 last week, and we're looking to break that on the upside. But just be cautious, okay? I mean, you know, there are going to be people that are looking to take some profits, especially as we get into May. Now, jumping into the NASDAQ, okay, that's our next real. There we go at 14,003. Okay, we're just hovering on those highs, but I'd like to see some follow through if that's going to actually happen today. Now, what is taking us higher? This time, it's Alcoa, 35.55. If we look at a weekly chart, we haven't been here since 2019. Pre-pandemic. Okay, so this still has room to go higher, okay, to $58.60 a share. Now looking at our regulars, the Apples, okay, just tapering off a little bit. JP Morgan also just trading really sideways here. Facebook close to its highs, okay, Amazon still relatively close to its highs, okay, on that top range of 3390, 3400-ish level, and lastly, most importantly, Microsoft, okay, on its dead highs at 260. So stocks are a mixed bag, okay. There's the rotation happening where, you know, this time it's Apple, this time it's Microsoft, this time it's Alcoa. So you just have to play you know, and just wait for it, okay, and do a little bit of research throughout the trading day, the US trading day, to see which ones are strong, which ones are pulling the market higher. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, this is where it's all at. Look at that nosedive, 62 down to our 52-ish level, and we're just hovering above it. Now, we're about mid-range from that, okay, 56,000 settling right here. Okay, now, if those of you who remember, we've been trading in this tight zone, okay, and that 4-hour chart right there, okay, we've been trading between that 59,000 and I would say about 54,000-ish level, okay, for quite some time. So this is normal, okay, in this type of atmosphere with Bitcoin. This is completely normal. It's a news event. It's a fade the news. There will be a double top eventually, okay, it's just a matter of time, but it's volatile, okay. This is one of the challenges of trading Bitcoin, okay. It is very volatile. If you're able to catch it on those type of turns when it does break down like that, great. If not, then just be very careful and set very strict stop losses. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.